Hi, and welcome to the Los Angeles International Film Festival. So that was I'm an Electric Lampshade, and I'm delighted to be joined by Doug McCorkle today to conduct a Q&A. Hi, Doug.
Hello, Natasha.
So, wow, what an amazing film.
Thank you.
The hybrid element, the visuals mixed in with the documentary, is absolutely magnificent. So tell me a little bit more about how the project came about, because I know you started you were making a short originally. So what happened after that?
So we had originally, when John and I started working together before the project, he did some choreography for a music video that was my first, shall we say, experiment in performing. And so we had originally thought to try something, more challenging for both of us, that we would do a short film. And the film just grew organically over a period of like 4.5 years while we were doing filming. We started, the idea for the project came about in late 2015. And we started filming in 2016 before I had retired. And then in 2017, we did a big chunk of filming in the Philippines. And it was after that filming that our editor, Rachel Webster, said, guys, I think you're working on a feature-length film. And knowing that, we kind of set our sights higher, and we really wanted to make the last big chunk of filming that we had, which was Mexico City, spectacular. And I think with John's creative insights and with the help of an amazing team, I think we were very successful in achieving that. So so kudos to everybody involved in this.
Wow, yeah. So just how much of the project was scripted, and how much of it was just spur of the moment decisions, and how much did you know you wanted to put into it already before you started?
So I don't think we ever would have imagined when we started that the project would grow to what it is today. So I think our ambitions when we first started versus, about halfway through changed dramatically. And certainly they got much, much higher after the shoot in the Philippines, which went extraordinarily well. The project, though, kind of grew on a shoot-by-shoot basis. So we never, interesting story, John had never written a script for this when we started. And he actually never wrote a formal script until actually the film was finished. So the shoots went along kind of with John's creative ideas, mood boards. I give a lot of credit to our production company, Wild Combination, and Jacob Krupnick, who kind of had to flow with that when they were used to working with scripts and so on and so forth. But ours kind of, some of the shooting was spur of the moment, it was creative ideas that happened when we were on set. And but we had a general concept for each shoot, but then kind of melding that all together into the story that eventually ended up being the film was a challenging task for Rachel Webster, our editor, and because she didn't have a script to work with, which makes it very difficult. But she did an amazing job. She put her foot down on the storyline, and it ended up being what we have today. And I couldn't be happier, thanks to Rachel and everybody else involved in the editing process.
Wow, that sounds like an absolutely mammoth task of shooting all of that and then putting it together in the edit and constructing the story.
Yes.
In terms of the visual side, I don't know if you can speak a little bit about how, together with John, or if you had some ideas of what needed to be shot in order to add the visual element as well, the more the non documentary element to it, all the additional visuals.
Yeah, so the visual ideas were certainly John's one of the huge attributes that John brought to the table, and he worked very closely with our director of photography, Soren Nielsen, and also our other photographers who were shooting, and kind of brought his creative bend to how we filmed everything. I think we knew we wanted some really beautiful stuff, and some of the garden scenes that are in the film are actually filmed at our home, and those gardens are my wife's gardens. She's an amazing gardener. So we had great footage there. The creative footage that we shot in various scenes that are more dreamy. We just found great locations. Again, kudos to Soren, who just did an amazing job with the camera, and again, some of our other camera operators, and it all just came together magnificently. So very fortunate to have just such good people, Natasha, that we were working with.
Yeah, it definitely comes across that you worked well as a team. Tell us a bit more about the challenges and also the highlights of putting this together. It's such an inspiring story, so capturing the magic of that. Tell us about some of the experiences.
Yeah, so the storyline, or I'd say the incentive for doing the film was something that John and I talked about at length before we even started it. So he kind of knew what my goals, dreams, ambitions were for doing something like this, and he executed on that really magnificently. I mean, it was clearly for me a very out of the box, uncomfortable, challenging experience, which made the adventure amazing when you look back at it, because I had never performed before. Really, I hadn't done any singing. I really hadn't done much dancing. And so I had to work with a lot of coaches, performance coaches, vocal coaches, dance coaches, and kind of get a crash course in learning how to be a performer. And along the way, even some of our creative team was like, gee, is he going to make it? Is he going to flop at this? How's it all going to work out? So the storyline, especially for the live concert and some of the other sequences that we did, kind of unfolded as Doug got more and more versed as a performer. And I talked to John and I said, look, I'm not going to be a flop in this. I am going to, bring it. And yeah, it ended up working out thanks to a lot of great people that work with me. So.
Well, you certainly did bring it. No flop there. So what did it start for you? What are you up to now?
Well, right now I'm really focused on supporting the film. It's on a film festival run. We're very excited to be in LAIFF, and we're in some other film festivals too through the fall. Then it's on to hopeful distribution of the film. And I think once we get all those pieces in place, then it'll be what's going to be my next adventure. Do I get back in the studio and do some more vocal work and do some more performing, or is there a new adventure that I'm going to be following? We'll have to see. But this experience has been one of the most exciting things that I've done in my lifetime. So I guess what I would say, Natasha, is stay tuned. We'll see.
Absolutely. We'll definitely stay tuned, and well done once again on such an amazing hybrid film, and just is so inspiring, such an inspiring story to all of us. So thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Natasha.
And thank you also to all the audiences for watching the film and also for watching the Q&A. I hope you enjoyed both. And if you want to chat to us further, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Los Angeles IFF. And we also have a Facebook page and a group for more connecting on there as well. So come find us. Thank you once again, Doug.
Take care, Natasha. Thank you.